Okay, this is part one of Dream a New Dream. What does that mean? The question that we want to explore and that we're asking and talking about is what is the nature of reality, essentially? Because if we can dream a new dream, if life is but a dream, how do we do that? And is life but a dream? And so those are the questions we're going to explore just in this first segment. What is the nature of reality? So let's consider that life is a dream. No, first let's start even more foundationally. A dream, most of us think of a dream as when we're asleep. That's something that is not real. And it is perceptions, sensations, thoughts. Those are the same things we have when we're awake. So, what is the difference between what we call a dream and what happens when we're awake? We call this real. This is real. You watch and say, but why isn't this also a dream? And I submit to you, this is another version of a dream. And we can dream yet a new dream. So let's go back to the dream while we're asleep. When you're afraid, we call it a nightmare, right? So you wake up, your heart's pumping. It's just as real. It frightened you. Or if it's a beautiful dream, you wake up like, oh gosh, I slept like a baby. So you are still impacted. You still have a perception of that dream. The only difference, really, well, I'm using really now in a bunch of different ways, but is that other people did not participate. Your husband didn't have that same dream. Your daughter didn't have that same dream. But if you were all at a cookout, you may have had the same experience. But no one else had that same experience with you. But the fact that you had the experience is just as real or an illusion as anything else because that experience caused you a reaction. In the day to day, like now or at work or whenever, you have experiences. Everyone has experiences. How we value or judge our life is simply our perception of the experience. So you and I can have the same experience. We have to work late at night. We're in the same office, we work late at night. You're frustrated because you missed dinner with your kids and your spouse is getting on you for working these late hours. I may have worked the same hours, but my experience, I feel good because I got a lot of good work done. I'm got ahead for tomorrow. I don't have any kids at home. They're out of the house. My husband works as late as I do. So we can have the same experience, but how we perceive our experience and judge it as good or bad or beneficial or detrimental is on us. And so in that way, you can call it a dream as well. And so what we're talking about here is how do you dream a new dream? How do you become the person who moves from being frustrated to the person who moves to being happy and feeling good about a situation just by changing your perception? And in this whole discussion, you should know that your perception is your choice. And that is everything. That, at the end of the day, is how we dream a new dream. Choose to perceive things differently. And that is a practice. That is an understanding in a way where you go, oh, aha. And so we'll go through several things that maybe all of them will resonate. Maybe some of them will be like, I don't understand what you're talking about. And maybe some will be like, that's it right there. Because we all have different paths. We all have different and unique talents. We all have different conditioning that started us out that from our parents, from our religion, from our teachers and school counselors that make us think the way we do now. And what we want to do is get rid of the conditioning that does not serve us. So let's say your parents said, you can't be successful unless you go to college. And that's statistically may be true in America, but there are people who've built conglomerates and have been very successful without going to college. And is it in your purpose? Is it in your dream to do it or not do it? And we're going to go from the basis here that there's no right or wrong answer, because a right answer for me is not the same answer for you. But it's the journey, it's the contemplation, and then activating and animating a new reality into your life is what will change your life. The whole point of this is that so many people are unhappy right now, living stressed out about their job, their relationships, their money, everything. And all these things are external because you're participating with other people. What if we actually took the viewpoint that it is a dream? So I'm going to take you on a wild journey here. I just want you to hang with me and just be entertained, if nothing else. If it doesn't resonate with you like some deep wisdom, then just have some fun with it. What if this is a dream? What if you can wake up to a higher dream? That you can walk around like la da 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 da, everything's okay. Everything will be okay. That is where we're going. So I've also decided to be spontaneous with this because my planning of it was becoming paralyzing. It was just too much. I just kept having more and more. And one of my spiritual mothers / sisters told me when I was writing my last book, if you keep editing it, if you keep trying to add more and more that you learn into it, you'll never finish the book. I mean, that's what your life is. Your life is a journey. Life is a continuation. But if you continue to try to put everything in, you'll never stop. And that is what I was doing to myself. I was definitely having a little bit of paralysis. I try to, and I want you to activate and animate everything that you learn into your daily interactions, into your daily how-to. So I can say, well, if this is all a dream, why do I care so much? Because I can wake up from this dream. That's what we're doing. We're awakening. It's an awakening. It is going from the person that has all of this attachment to what they hear, feel, see, and think, and what other people told them, to being a person who can be detached and be the witness of that and say, yeah, I'm operating at a level of love and compassion and happiness. So anything that's obstructive to that goal, I'm going to let go. And everything else, I'm going to let in. And then life becomes like a Disney movie, you know? And we always have challenges in dreams, reality, whichever way you want to perceive it or are still perceiving it right now. Challenges are what make us stronger. They're what make us more brilliant and illuminated, because they are just lessons for us to learn. They're things that help us to understand things in a different way, which may be what brought you here, which may be the things that you'll learn here and that we'll talk about here will take you to another level of understanding, only to improve your life and bring you to happiness and joy. So the biggest point of this conversation is to start letting your mindset shift and think about life as being mystical and magical. Because it is. It's only not if you're so tightly confined to everything that has happened to you in the past. And I just want you to trust and believe, allow, let go a little bit. It does not hurt you to do that. That nothing bad can come of it for you to be more loving or forgiving or trusting. So that's what we want. This is all about getting to happy, letting that inner beauty shine. You know, when you see a pregnant woman, she thinks she sometimes, oh, I've gained all this weight, my nose is spread across my face, I'm red. But when you see her, you see that life growing, you see, wow, you're glowing. Or a new bride. Again, it's all the perception. A bride is glowing. She can see it glowing. Everyone can see it glowing. The whole day is beautiful and happy if you let it. We do have those, Godzilla brides or bridezillas or whatever. Again, blocking the whole pleasure of the moment. There's a million examples, and if you sit back and think about it in your life, you can find some. So take a moment with me. This is all a spiritual exploration. It is a path to our happiness. It is what we do is the darkness in our life, we bring it into the light. And these are the conversations. The new dream is the light. And then we take our light and then we bring it back to the darkness to help other people so that we can be the light for them. And then that's how the world sort of grows and becomes a great place. So take a minute with me to take a few deep breaths. And feel the calm, stillness, comfort. This is the essence of life. And we can take and choose in this moment, which we can access every moment, to be happy. So I just want the moment to sink in. And we're going to take a moment every time we do this so you can be reminded. Don't multitask. Don't try to make logic out of everything. It's the feeling and the essence and the meaning of what we're doing that's going to make a lot of difference. So what is the nature of reality? When you ask questions, the universe is giving you the answers. It's about us seeing them, understanding how the universe talks. The universe doesn't talk to you in English just because you speak English or whatever language that you speak. The universe talks in synchronicities and emotions and intuition, in love, in this essence. So we're in an essence of peace. And this is where most of the learning, this is where all the learning, this is where the divine intelligence is. This, essentially, I'll give you the answer up front, is the nature of reality. Peace, be still, happiness. That is the nature of everything. And so as much as you can stay in this place, all of the divine wisdom is coming to you for the next choices in your life. What to do, how to do it, go for it. Trust moment by moment by moment. This is a pervasive wisdom. All of the wisdom, spiritual traditions have the same root, that there are laws of God. Just abide. His will be done. The author of all that is. Some people say the universe, whatever language resonates with you. In science, the universe is this. All of the solar systems, galaxies, stars. But we're using it because it's still so magnificent to what our mind can imagine that it's like, okay, I'll call it the universe. If that resonates with you, that's fine. In the all, there's science that now reveals there's multi-universes, and even that the universe is expanding. In the all can't expand because the all contains everything within it. So anything that changes is fleeting. It's not the truth. The truth never changes. So that's when you start to explore the nature of reality. Well, we change. People change. Our skin cells are changing all the time. We age. We're born. We die. But our consciousness never changes as that God that's within us. We're still the same. Who were you at 2, 20, 30, 50? You're the same spirit, you're the same consciousness, you're the same witness of your life. How you perceive the experiences that you have are what's changing. This is the nature of reality. This is the nature of dream. So what's real never changes. So what's real is your consciousness, the witness of what's going on. Your perceptions aren't real. They're your opinion of what's happening. You make them real. You make them real. I'm mad at that person. Well, choose not to be mad at that person. You're taking offense. You're attached to how you think you should be treated. You're attached to all these things. And it takes, when you can start and be the witness and say, I'm not going to let that get to me. You've heard this phrase, they're trying to steal my joy. Or I'm letting them steal my joy. It makes all the difference. That alone makes all of the difference. So perspectives, start checking your perspective. Be present. Be the consciousness. That is the truth. The consciousness never changes. The consciousness, your higher consciousness, is not impacted by the weather, by what other people say. It's the observer. It's as if you're, this is a good metaphor, but still doesn't do it all. You are the movie screen. Your consciousness is the movie screen, and your life is just playing out on the screen. But you can change the movie. You can be a tragic comedy. You can be an adventure. The choices in your life and how you perceive are what's playing on the screen. But you are still you. You are a constant. So in that way, change the script. I'm saying dream a new dream. Create a new movie. I want you to put your words to it that make it, that you're like, okay. And even if you don't even have any words, you just sort of get the essence of it. Like, because who can really explain God or the nature of reality? But you can understand the essence, like when we did the breathing exercise of calmness, of peace. That's common and consistent for all of us. It's consistent in everything. It is the looking at a flower and seeing the beauty in the essence of a flower. It's the essence of a tree. It's the essence of the sunrise and the sunset and everything in between. It's the essence of every blade of grass. And that is the unity that we talk about, that everything is one. That essence is the oneness. That is the truth. What we do with it, what happens with the weather, how we emotionally discharge is not, it may be true that you're upset, but it's not the truth of reality, the nature of reality. Whatever comes and goes, comes and goes. And our bodies come and go. You come and go from your house, get in and out of your car, in and out of surgery, in and out of school, in and out of class, in and out of your bed. So those are experiences, and you're perceiving those experiences. But you can come back into your higher consciousness, into the truth that never changes, and you can witness those experiences. So here's a pointer. And this is to really blow your mind, to change the nature of reality. This is the first of many talks that we'll do to go along the path. Think about these, answer them to yourself, and become present? Are you aware? What are you aware of? Now bring your attention to the you who is aware. Did you have it for just a moment? Become the witness of what you are aware of. That is your true higher consciousness. That is your consciousness. That is that essence that we want to grab onto. And when you can be the witness and bring yourself to this place that is in all of us, this God consciousness, where all the divine intelligence is, then you can influence the dream. You can change the movie. But if you can't detach from all of this all the time, that's the noise in your head. That's why you can't sleep. That's why you're angry. That's why you're stressed out and your blood pressure is high. It's the calming of the mind and becoming still, becoming the witness, connecting with your higher consciousness. And this is the place where we dream a new dream. Okay, so this today is about just getting that whole esoteric spiritual introduction to what is the nature of reality. You know, some people go all the way there and say this is all an illusion. Some people say this is a hologram, like on Star Trek or something. It could be. Who knows? When you think of this way, it sort of does. It blows your mind. Like, so I could be in a dream right now. Who's dreaming this dream? God. God. This is God's dream. God. We are all thoughts in the mind of God. So, but can we change the dream? Can I change the dream? Yes. Yes, because this isn't all that real. It's our perceptions that's creating our reality. What's real is the essence of who we are, is the witness. That was me sort of trying to summarize it. So I do want to read you one poem from my notes, one of my favorite poems. I don't even know why I haven't memorized it yet. But when you dream a new dream, you start to climb this evolution or become enlightened. And then you're not offended by anything. You're not a victim, because now you can be a witness. You can act in love and compassion. And the pettiness can't get to you. Isn't that what we want? Like the boss, the spouse, the kids, you can love them all the same or not, but they can't get you down. That's where we're going. That's happiness. That's joy. Then you have joy. See, happiness comes and goes. People say it, and I'll use the words interchangeably, but it is true. I can be happy about getting a promotion, but if I then get laid off because of the pandemic, then I'm sad. That's not the truth. It changed. It's true that you had a promotion and you got laid off, but the truth that doesn't change, the essential being that you are, doesn't change. Jobs come and go. So when you can find joy is when you can be like, you can be the witness. I sure did enjoy that while it was there, but I'm sure enjoying still participating in life and overcoming these challenges, because I know the sun's going to shine again. I enjoy life. That essence, it's always good. So when the world's getting you down, you can just retreat into your true self, which does not change, which is reliable, constant, the light of God that's within you. Okay. This is from Teresa of Avila, who is I think she's a saint, prophet from many centuries ago. Let nothing frighten you. All things pass away. God never changes. Patience obtains all things. He who has God finds he lacks for nothing. God alone suffices. So beautiful. This is, I believe there, God alone suffices. The God in you, that peace, that essence, God alone suffices. Let nothing frighten you. All things pass away, but God never changes. Patience, which is stillness, obtains all things. He who has God finds he lacks for nothing. There's no want, there's no fear, there's no reason to be mad. God alone suffices. That's Teresa of Avila. Until next time, love and light. Hi, I'm TK. If you are enjoying these wisdom conversations on living a joyful, happy life and learning how to overcome anything that comes against you, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like, and please leave me some comments so we can keep the conversation going. Love and light.